Alright guys, welcome to my new video. This is Jan Boers, and today we're gonna talk about 5 things from Junior Eurovision. But before we get started, I would like to congratulate you, all of my colleagues or ex-colleagues, that I can imagine that really wasn't an easy task for you to do, and you just done it. It worked, it looked great, and I can imagine how hard it was to combine all of those countries together. And I'm glad that you all cooperated and you made it done. I think that's a good news to have, and it's great that such things are possible nowadays. It's necessary. But let's move on to the 5. So before I do the first thing on my list, I'll just ask you to share and subscribe to the channel. That will help me grow. But move on to the number 1. And the number 1 on my list, wow, it's possible to be done. It's possible to be done, because if we're just look at the big Eurovision where something like this is one of the scenarios, we can be sure it's gonna happen, because Junior Eurovision just shown the way. It was broadcasted, so it worked, and it really worked quite well at this matter. And I'm super glad that we know that it's nothing artificial, and all of the other countries can watch it and see how it really works. So that was number 1, but let's move to number 2. 2 on this list is the remote stage quality. Not each act was filmed in Poland, somewhere recorded somewhere else, and I think we just saw that it can work, of course, but we as well saw that the quality of stagings differed a lot, and I think a lot in the way of not just creative ideas, but even the graphical elements and the light work. So I think if we just see this in Eurovision for 43, 42, 40 countries, that will differ even more, and I'm not really sure how fair it is. It will never be fair, but I think we will see something which will be very, very different, and it will be quite far away from what we call Eurovision nowadays. But better than nothing. But I think there's a lot of work that has to be done in the way, and if this case is gonna happen. So we'll see about it, but I think there's a hard work to be done yet, and I'm a bit curious how it's gonna work on the big stage. But I hope that's never gonna happen. Number 3. It's number 3, and that is the one of the most things that I was thinking about before I've done this video. It's back vocals, pre-recorded back vocals. I know there's a lot of speculation on the web, on social media, and anywhere else, but we have clearly, that's a horrible word, saw it, heard it at Junior Eurovision, that for the countries which won't use a huge pack of pre-record back vocals, it's gonna be hard to compete the other ones. It doesn't matter if it was a playback or it wasn't, but the thing it's gonna do around you, it's very different if you just leave it on the lead artist, or if you just really help it with the pre-record. And there is second thing to it, it's the live element of the show. It's terribly gone because of it. So if you just have remote stagings, and if you just have pre-recorded back vocals and you really overuse it, which why not? It's a part of it, it's part of the rules, so why not? And if you're not doing it, you're you're actually against your own artist, I think, even if you're maybe more right. But that's as well against the feeling of live performance, this special spirit which makes Eurovision what Eurovision is, and what makes Eurovision what Eurovision is, especially in comparison with, I don't know, most national finals, as it just sounds better with live back vocals. It's something else. It's a bigger discipline. It's a big spirit. It's a big soul in it. And I would be really, I will be really curious how this gonna work at big Eurovision. I know it's gonna save money. It's more safe during this pandemic as well. But is this a better solution for the future? No, I don't think so. Number four is about the jury system at Junior Eurovision. This is gonna be a quick one, but this is something what I don't really understand, and that's it's the competition from kids, made for kids. So why the hell in the juries are adults? You know, I don't get it. Adults can vote on the internet anyway, and there's no way how not to do it. I did vote as well, as I like this competing element. But why should the juries shouldn't be only kids? That's something I would really think about next time when those rules are gonna be revised. I would really think of it, you know. I just leave it on the kids. I think it's more fair. More fair. Move on. So at number 5, it's more personal, and though that's emotions, you know, that's emotions I got about this project, as you know, it's for kids, made for kids, of course by adults, and there are a lot of things which I liked and didn't like, but it's a nice project, and I would be really glad that more countries will be involved. Even I understand the reason why they don't want to, and there are probably plenty, but one of it is those emotions, you know, this cruel rules, this cruel point system, this cruel telling somebody is first, that's great, but somebody is last, it's super cruel, especially when the song quality doesn't really deserve to be last. This year Germany, that was kind of horrible. And what can you tell to this kid? Oh, you were great, and that's true, but you're destroying it as well. So I would really think about the revision of this element. Even I know it's competition, maybe there is another and better solution how to do it and feel everybody happy and leave this cruelty kind of on the big Eurovision. That would be super fine. Alright, and that was it. That was my 5. I'm curious, what do you think? What 5 things you will point out if you can? Do you agree with me or not? Just let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe, to like, and ideally even share the video. That was Jan Boris. Thank you for watching.